What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the Blokees Transformers 1 Galaxy version 7. So we did get a set of Transformers 1 figures before. I did take a look at those. This is the second set. So we have some cogged forms of some of the characters. And it does look really cool. Shout out to Blokees for sending this for review. I actually got it a couple days ago, but I just haven't had a chance. Been struggling with allergies, unfortunately. But nice cover on the box here. You get to see all the characters. On this side, we can see it comes with Megatron, Shockwave, Soundwave, Starscream, Optimus, or maybe Cogged Orion Pax, Cogged Elite 1, Cogged Bumblebee, or B-127, a Cogged D16, and Alpha Trion. And then the chase figure is this special metallic Megatron. So let's get it open. Alright, so we get 9 figures in the box, and cut myself on the box. But you have this image of Megatron on the front, Bumblebee on the side, and then here we can see all the figures. And it looks like they've started sealing the boxes, probably because they're selling them individually, so they want to have these sealed. But we'll open each one of these and take a look and then build them. And these are meant to be blind boxes, so that's why I still open them like this, even though we're going to get the whole set. What I don't know is if they sent me the chase figure or not, so we'll find that out. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I don't know how they decide. Alright. And recently we're getting, I guess the instructions are inside? Let's see. Maybe they did that so you can't see what figure it is. That's interesting. It's really blind box. Alright, there's the instructions. It'll tell us who this is. Well, I can see the card. So you got Alpha Trion. And now they've been doing the instructions a little bit different. I just wanted to mention, they used to do them all one common instructions. Now they have specific instructions for that character. They're all built kind of the same for the Galaxy version. So at this point, I know about heart. But if you need instructions, they each come with their own individual instructions. Let's get it built. Alright, there's Alpha Trion built up. He looks really good. It's got some new engineering in it, so I wanted to point that out. At the ab crunch, they now have a ball joint, and they've got this little cover piece here for the abs. When you plug this in, you don't just get rotation, you get side to side, and you get an ab crunch. So that's a new joint there. That's pretty cool. The head is also mounted differently, just because Alpha Trion has he's kind of a hunchback. So they had to put the head on the front here. So that's a new body piece there. It doesn't come with the stand. I just have this for purpose of building and displaying. But new weapon as well. We get this 2-piece weapon. It's a sword that basically has a back. So plug that in there. It's a good looking sword. It's got some nice sculpted detail, translucent blue, and then gray paint. He's got a significant amount of paint on him. There's a lot of purple paint on there, light, dark purple, and gray. Looks really good. Let's go to the articulation. Since this is a different design, slightly different articulation. The head is on this ball joint, so it gets forward and backward. You rotate, basically gets there to there. Shoulders on a ball joint, so I rotate around, out to the side, up to there. This shoulder pad can articulate independently. We have rotation here at the elbow, 90-degree bend, a little past 90 on the elbow. Rotation at the wrist. Coming out of the waist, I showed you that we have that new ball joint. So we get rotation, forward and backward, and side to side. I love that they keep innovating. Leg goes up to there, back to there, out to the side, rotation at the thigh on a ball joint, rotation at the knee, a little past 90 degrees on the knee joint, And we have ankles on a ball joint, so you get side to side, forward and backward, and a rotation. All right, let's see who's up next. And the fact that we're seeing new hardware kind of has me excited because now we get new articulation out of these, but also there's more new stuff. All right, this one has 3 bags, which is unusual. Open this one. We'll see who this is. So Orion Pax. This is the Cogged Orion Pax. So we did get Orion Pax before. This is the, like, you know, he's becoming Optimus here. So let's get this one built. All right, and there is Orion Pax Cogged version, all built up, and really nice paint on him. He's got silver paint, nice painted chest there, and abs. Paint on the waist, silver paint for the thighs and the forearms. Some tampon paint there for the gas cans on the back as well. He's got this new, saw weapon, does spin, and he holds it pretty securely because he's got it into the side of the arm and in his hand. So you can kind of, pose that however you like. He also comes with a matrix. Looks like this. A little bit of blue in the middle. And this will fit in the hands. If you want him to hold it, you want to use the open hands here. Not like what I was doing. And he can hold on to this if you want. And I did forget to mention, you do get 2 open expressive hands with Alpha Trion too, but really nicely done. I like what they've done here. Just a good looking version of Optimus overall. He does get some new articulation because of the head joint. There is a double ball peg now, so he gets all the way around. You get more movement out of that. I don't know if they're going to do all of them like this, but I love that they're, again, innovation is continuing. Ball jointed ab crunch, ball jointed head joint. I mean, that gives you a lot more posability with these figures, and that's great to see. I love to see that. All right, and there for comparison is the Transformers 1 Orion Pax from the first set, as well as the classic class Optimus Prime, and here's the new one. And so this is the cogged version. This is a cogless, and yeah, I like the look of it. He is a tiny bit taller than this Orion Pax, but then the Optimus, kind of towers over both of them. So it is a cool juxtaposition of these characters together. You can kind of have them together to show the progression. That's the way I plan to use it. But all right, next up. And as I'm going through this, I'm just excited to see what new things they're doing here. So some of them have 3 bags, some of them have 2. So it depends on the character. So we have, put this card here, Soundwave. All right, there's Soundwave built up. It does look really good. Got some nice yellow paint here on the chest. It does open up. No space for a tape, but there's paint detail in here. Paint on the arms, paint on the shins, waist, ab crunch. Everything's painted. Here's the back. It's disappointing he doesn't come with a weapon. He really should have come with a gun. I think that's an oversight for sure. He does have the shoulder kit, but missing the gun, he doesn't have anything really with him, and not having Laserbeak or tape. I know they didn't appear in the movie, but at least he should have had a gun. But it does look really good. I like this version of Soundwave. I like the proportions overall. Same articulation as the rest, although I will mention it looks like they're using this new double jointed ball joint for the heads and this ab crunch. So I'm really happy that they're going that direction. All right, let's open the next one. So this one's got 2 bags. Oh, we got a little deer. That, robotic deer from the movie. They're out on the planet's surface. That's pretty funny. It doesn't have any articulation. But... All right, let's see who this is. We got Alita 1. Here's her card. Instructions. It has instructions to put this together, but it's already assembled, so I don't know if it just got assembled by accident. But yeah, let's get her put together. All right, there's Alita 1, and this is impressive to me that it's pretty much all new parts. There's maybe the crotch piece is similar, but most of it is all new, which is impressive. Some of these parts are coming from the humanoid figures, like these thigh pieces. That's new, so it allows the thigh to rotate here at a cut joint. You have, nice ab crunch here at the mid and a rotation down here, so really nicely done. I like the head sculpt. She's got a backpack. You could take off the backpack if you want, but that's all new parts and a new look to it. So it's really, really well done. Since it's a different build, I'm going to go over the articulation. Head's on a ball peg, so side to side, forward and backward, and rotates around. Shoulders on a ball joint, goes up to there. These pads can move out of the way. Rotates around. Rotation at the elbow. 90-degree bend at the elbow. Wrists are on ball pegs, so they can rotate around and up and down. Ab joint here at the middle, so you get crunch, forward and backward, side to side, and a rotation at this lower joint. Legs kick up to there, back to there, out to the side. This crotch piece sometimes pops out, so you want to make sure you squeeze that in pretty tight. Out to the side, rotation at the thigh. You have a double jointed knee, gets you up to there, and the knee pad kind of has its own little movement here. I thought that was cool that they did that knee joint differently than other figures. Feet are on a ball joint, so side to side, forward and backward, and rotation. Once again, no weapon on this one. I think because we get this little robotic deer. But again, I prefer weapons. And for comparison, there is Alita 1 next to the classic class version of Alita 1. And you can see kind of the differences in the design cues. The classic classes tend to be more proportioned, more like the real thing, whereas these are proportioned more like, child proportions, or just like oversized. But I do think this is a good looking version of Alita 1. Kind of look the look better. But there's obviously more detail on the classic class. We don't get a gun with this version of Alita 1. I think that's kind of a miss for them. But either way, good looking version. All right, let's see who we got next. I'm really enjoying these. I think I love that they've changed some of the engineering. That it makes a big difference. All right, let's see. We got D16. So this is the Megatron before he became Megatron. All right, there's D16 all built up, and he looks really good. Nice painted yellow eyes. Chest is fully painted. You got the Decepticon logo there, Megatronus logo. Painted waist and shins. He's got a gun here, new gun. A little bit of detail on the shoulders. And he comes with a jetpack, just like Alita 1. You can take it off if you don't want it. But Really good looking. He also benefits from the new joints. So the double ball peg for the neck gets you all that movement, and the ball jointed ab crunch. So that helps with ab crunch and side to side. Overall, really good looking version of D16. And we got one with the original, and I'll bring that in later, but I think I like this one better. All right, next one. And we haven't seen Megatron yet, so I'm not 100% sure if I got the chase figure or not. Probably not, but we'll see. All right. This is B-127, or Bumblebee. All right, there's B-127. And I think this looks awesome. He comes with two weapons. He gets the arm swords done in this translucent blue, and then he gets this gun, which you can swap out for the hand if you prefer. You don't want this, you can just pop this off. Oops. And then you can pop on the alternate hand. It does come with open expressive hands too if you want. He also comes with an alternate face. So you get this battle mask face, but if you want, you can pop this off. It's a little bit of work to get in here. If you pop the helmet apart, you can grab this head and then go ahead and put the helmet back together. And now you have this face if you want. So you have really the option either way. And for comparison, there it is next to the classic class version of Bumblebee. And I do think the yellow, could have stood to be a little bit darker, but I love the gold they used on the classic class version. But nice job on the helmet overall, the design. They do give you the alternate gun here. The arm swords do look good, and arm knives. Overall, nice sculpt on it. All right, 3 left on this set. Let's see who we get next. We've got Shockwave. All right, and there is Shockwave, and he looks really good. They got quite a bit of paint on him, on the arms, on the chest, on the shins and the knees. Here's the back. It does come with an option part, so you get the optional gun arm, which obviously for Shockwave I would want, but you can swap it out for the regular arm if you want. Very good looking. I like the double jointed neck, allows you to get a little bit more movement out of the head on this guy now. All right, down to the last 2. And we haven't gotten Megatron yet, so there's still a chance for the chase figure. We'll see. So we've got Starscream. All right, there's Starscream, and I really like how this one turned out. They did a great job on the chest and the cockpit. He does get the double null rays on the arms and on the wings. Here's the back. You get some articulation here on the wings. Good looking backpack too. He does have still the waist articulation because they put the nose cone forward. This has a little bit of articulation in it, which allows you to bring this around. So that's a nice touch to allow him to get that waist swivel. Still gets the ab crunch and the side to side. These are on ball joints as well, the null rays, so you can move those around. And yeah, just a very good looking version of Starscream. All right, we're down to the last box, and this one's gonna have to be Megatron. And we'll see if we got the chase figure or not. I'm guessing no. Let's see, here is the collector's card. It is a shiny collector's card, so maybe it is. I don't know. That looks nice. And I am going to open the bag this time just to see if we did get... Yeah, it looks like we did get the chase figure here. So just looking at the back of the box, it comes with this blast effect, or this, colored effect at the end. So I think this is the chase. So that's awesome. Thanks to Blokees for sending the chase. Let's get it built. All right, there's the chase version of Megatron. It looks spectacular. It's super shiny. And it's got these little metallic bits all throughout. The gun looks awesome. It looks like it's, kind of weathered from firing. You do get this Megatronus symbol here that you can put in his hand. I thought that was neat. Here's the back. You do get some detail here on the sides. All of the paint is like this misty chrome style paint where it looks different in different lights. It's very, very well done. He does come with a transformation cog. Can't really do anything with it. I guess you could take the open hands and maybe, have him hold it. And for comparison, there is Megatron next to some of the other Transformers 1 Blokees figures. We got the D16. I think this is the cogless version. Here's the cogged version that we just looked at. Comes with that backpack. And then we have the classic class version. You can see how much bigger it is than the Blokees version. And it's nice to have these together, to have them kind of the progression of his character in the movie. I do think this looks better. The chase version looks better than this classic class one, just because of the paint job. But it's interesting to see how different the sizes are. Now, they didn't increase the size on the Galaxy version. All Galaxy version figures are the same, in case you didn't know, same size. That would have been a nice little change to make it a little bit taller. I guess he is a hair taller. Hold on. Oh, he is a hair taller. So, maybe they did factor that in. They wanted him to be a little bit bigger. But it's very close. So, if you wanted to kind of have a progression in size, you could get the classic class in there. So final recommendations on the Blokees Transformers Galaxy version Wave 7. I love this set. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 strong recommendation. I think they nailed the look and feel of these characters from the movie. I know they did a good job on the first wave that we got of Transformers 1 characters, but these, they really got it. It just feels right. I also love that they keep innovating. That's one of the reasons I stay interested in the Blokees line is you never know what new thing they're going to be adding, what new feature, what new technology, what new design feature. As an engineer, I'm interested in that kind of stuff. And it's always cool to me. They just keep coming out with new stuff, like the ball jointed ab joints now. We have the double ball peg for the head. We got new weapon designs. This is a completely different torso to allow the head to be on the front. So you got this double ball peg joint for the neck, and then the head is one piece. That's really cool. I do love this chase figure version of Megatron. I just think it looks spectacular. So it's just all of it together, combined. The look, the technology, the design really lends for just a fun set. And I do find it fun to put together as well. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Blokees for sending this for review, and we'll see you next time.